It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, Lawrence. Under pressure, and he will go down. A sack back at the 46.
Take right open.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Hey, Lion.
And they'll send Waddle in motion left. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's caught Michael Pittman with it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. At their own 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. They've got a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. Shot.
That is caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down to the 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter, and then they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And a fast footwork by White. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Logan Wilson right there to knock that ball away. You look at this Colt defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Connects with Kittle underneath. This winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
Bronco Elite, Cup 19, Cup 19, 18, Pioneer.
Throwing, Sanders. Flushed out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. This is hot. Silver.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Lion. Hey, Soko, hot.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They're going right back to Pittman. They'll call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go. Ready.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Gregory Rousseau able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
All right, let's go. Hey, Ginger.
In motion, the tight end. Once again, it's Genty. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Ginger.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Go. Silver.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
Think right open.
Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Hey, 30 left.
The run straight ahead with Genty. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now Lawrence changing the play.
Hey, kill. Here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Third and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball.
Taysom Hill, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Ready?
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've got to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That's good. 4.
Ready?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Cougar 19. Ready?
To throw now, here's Sanders. Oh, he's dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there in that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19, 18, Pioneer. Track ready. Ready.
Sanders. Williams brings it in. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line.
On the ball now. On the ball. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the gun, it's Shador. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Sanders. They set up the screen to Chubb. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before his tackle. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Flushed out right. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On the double.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
Ready.
Sanders to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Ready up.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Left 19 tight. 19 tight. Bronco 80. Street. Street. '79 Broncos.
A final shot before break. Sanders to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
All right, let's go.
They go play action with Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Waddle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
On red. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
But it's 4th down.
Great job.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th.
Hey, I'm gone. Hey, kill.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Ginger, touch. Silver.
Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
18, 70 Lions.
Now Sanders. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derek Stingley picks it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Hey, Ginger. Touch.
Lawrence going to move him around a bit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Donovan Ezaraku. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A run out of the gun with Genty. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Hey, let's go. Focus. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Come on, come on.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hawk 70, 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
To throw is Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
Sanders once more. Finding Williams once more, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Colts 38-yard line.
Ready. Get up.
Throwing, Sanders. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Go. Go.
Play action. It's Sanders. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Okay, ready.
And a Honolulu 1st down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the
Sanders going to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
at the 41-yard
Ready.
line.
Come 19. 60.
Sanders from the gun, he'll throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And that will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
48-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them is the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
From the shotgun, Sanders. His hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with that, they're down to one remaining here in this second half. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
For a Honolulu
That's
first
18,
down.
Pioneer. 68, 19 type, 19 type. 18, Rattler, 18.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
19. 19, Lion.
Sanders. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. He's got his man. It's Nakua. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
On play action, here's Shadur. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Shut up. 70 Lions. Mustang 19.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Nick Chubb from 8 yards out. And the Tigers are able to at least get one score back. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game and they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays. But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Buying time to his left. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
On first down, it's Genty. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ashton Genty hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Zerline connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
That's complete to DK. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Okay, break. Ready?
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready?
Here's Sanders. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
60. Go.
Sanders to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, smash. '70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. Steps away to his left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Cougar 19.
From the gun on third down, Sanders. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
70 Timberwolf. 70 Timberwolf. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneer. Let's go. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. George Kittle, 35 yards. And the Tigers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Route. 11. Tomato. Run. Here we go.
On the ground, it's Genty. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
For their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, it's been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit, but as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one is over a long time ago.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Okay, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Go!
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors 70. Check go.
Now Sanders. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
70 Timber, Mustang 19. Cup 19, Cup 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Hey, lion.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And a short pickup to about the 25. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Genty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
This is 2nd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw is Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Bronco, trap 60, trap 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's good. 4, 8.
Cowboy 80. Moving up, 7 Pirates, 7
46-yard.
Throwing, Sanders. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now a 2nd and 10.
Hurt. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. Sanders. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Shador. Connects with Kittle underneath. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Now an audible here into something else. Sanders once more. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. 19 tight. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one in the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there. And there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 7.
Red on red. Easy. Hey, kill. Here we go, son.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a camera on this one.
Hey, run. Hey, attention.
Lawrence will try again after the pick six. They'll get this one to Pittman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37.
Now Lawrence to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First down.
Red 23. Hey, tomato. Done.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Son. Take right open. 30 left.
Again, it's Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Colts, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Honolulu, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, now you came and changed how I feel. Let me cook. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside. Finally, I'm happy to be, 'cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. I wanna thank you for taking me as I am. Need you to know that I'm your number one fan. I wanna give you my heart. You see the silver lining when I'm in the trenches. You stand beside me with your patience and forgiveness. I wanna give you my heart. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside deep. Finally, I'm happy to be, 'cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be, baby. I could cry. Can I fall in your arms and just fly? When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside deep. Finally, I'm happy to be, 'cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be, 'cause I got love. I got love. Yeah, got love.
I had a dream, I had a vision. I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burnt bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, hey, hey.